covered our bodies in the mud and moss, drunk on the rhythm of a cricket song. Damn sure about it. Love was a shape in the slippery light, a flame on a mothlit moonless night. We were damn sure about it.
Big life events, as you mentioned. I made a big move across the country and moved to New York from Oregon and decided to go to grad school, which was a big new challenge. And then when I got there, my apartment was burned to the ground in a gas explosion. And so through all of that, I feel like I suppose I'm still learning who I am after all those things and through all those things. And I think the record speaks both of ambition and personal betterment, but also of the connection between people and the way we bend ourselves towards and away from each other. When I moved to New York, I took the train across the country, and the name of the train was The Empire Builder. So I wrote the song about that train trip.
This is not an escape, but I don't know how to hold someone without losing my grip.
And then it just kind of felt like a good name for the record, and it spoke to that ambition and that becoming something that a lot of the songs kind of meditate on. And I also loved it because there's a lot of songs about Oregon on the record, and there's a lot of songs about New York on the record. And the Empire Builder was kind of the place between those two places.
We are not alone, and we are more alone than we've ever been. So hurry up and lose me, hurry up and find me.
For one, I lost all the lyrics I had been working on for the record that I had kept in notebooks. And I had years of notebooks that I lost in the fire, and so that was a big setback. I was dealing with the trauma and post-traumatic stress the weeks after, and I thought, there's no way I can finish this, and I wasn't even sure who I was. I felt like one person one day and a different person the next day, and so to go back to these songs, it almost felt like they were written by this other person, and so it took me a while to reconnect to them, and I rewrote some of the lyrics that I had lost, and now I think I like to think it's better for having done the lyrics a second time, and who knows how different it would be.
Two kids, no tricks, only rich in time. Say never look back. Throw out every sorrow we have. Make a move, trade a roof for the open sky.
Well, I think there's so much luck involved in making a record at any time, and I think one of the biggest pieces of luck for me was that these three friends, Peter Broderick, who's an amazing composer and violinist, Dan Hunt, who's a drummer and percussionist, and Dave Depper, who's a guitarist and bass player. And I'd been friends with those three for a long time, and they had all been on tour, and I just happened to catch them at the time I came home from school in order for them to play on the record. And so I felt like that was so fortunate. And we've also grown up as musicians over the last 10 years or so, and it was really the sweet moment of friendship to come together and make music and kind of meet each other where we were at. It just felt so wonderful. It's been so great to play the songs, and because it does come from such a personal, private world of my head and, and my room, and so it's been so great to play, and I feel like these songs have just led me into deep conversations with people after the shows, which I think is the best response I could get, is that, and it means that I feel like people have connected, and so it's nice to, sometimes you feel like you're just throwing something out into the void, and so it's nice to actually be on tour and talk to people every night, and it makes me kind of believe in music as an important thing to be doing. I played in Portugal a few years back, in 2009 actually, so 7 years ago, and loved it so much, and it was one of my just best and most favorite tour experiences that I've had. And today Sarah, one of the promoters, showed me, she had a Polaroid picture of us from that show and a thing we had written in the notebook, and it was so nice. It was such a good memory. So I've been wanting to return for so long. Tell me, I'm hysterical.
Action.